Also following a developing story out of Alden tonight, authorities are searching for the man who attacked a woman in a church parking lot. The Erie County Sheriff's Office says the victim has minor injuries.
2 schools near the scene were placed on lockout as a precaution. News 4's Callan Gray has the latest on this from downtown Buffalo. Callan?
Jackie Dunn, Sheriff Howard says they do not have a suspect in custody at this point, but there is no threat to the public. They're investigating this as a targeted attack. The victim, a woman in her 40s, is at ECMC right now with non-life-threatening injuries. She is talking to investigators. Sheriff Howard tells us that around 11 a.m. they were called to Town Line Lutheran Church by a pastor who said a woman had been stabbed. Just 3 minutes earlier, a woman had left a meeting at the church when she says she was approached by a white male in his 30s wearing a gray hoodie and a black hat. She says he asked her to confirm her name, and when she did, he stabbed her twice in the abdomen. She then went into the church and 911 was called. The suspect fled the scene. The sheriff's office says as a precaution, they called St. John's Baptist School and also Alden Primary School, which were then placed in lockout.
One of the concerns would be that in as much as the subject was reported to have left that Town Line location running south toward Broadway, that he could go to either one of those schools and force his way into the school, or possibly at the discharge time at a bus stop could board a bus that had stopped to discharge a pupil anywhere.
Sheriff Howard says there was never any threat to the schools. The victim told police she was targeted and says she had been stalked and harassed, although Sheriff Howard says there is no actual documentation that she reported that to either the Sheriff's Office or New York State Police. We did learn tonight that there were a number of domestic calls to the victim's home over the past few years, but the sheriff says those were not violent in nature. They were disturbance calls, and they had nothing to do with today's stabbing. Reporting live in downtown Buffalo, Callan Gray, News 4.